Sheets and Fingers presents All Political Violence is on the Left. It's all left wing. You keep hearing people talk about how violence is on both sides. Both sides of what? Right and the left? What is this? How do they define these things? Well, we have to go back to basics. Every single society is founded on an economy. And every single economy is founded on providing three essential things for human beings to survive. You don't provide these three things, you can't have a society, you can't have people surviving. And people have to be able to survive, so an economy's job is to provide these three things to every human being who's a member of that society. We have water, we have calories, and we have shelter. You have a rule of threes. You can live without water for about 3 days. You can live without food for 3 months. You can live without shelter for 3 years. General rule. If you think you can live without shelter for 3 years, try adding a baby into your arms and see how long you survive without shelter. You have two options. Either you provide these things for yourself or somebody else provides these things for you. Now, obviously, if you're a child, your parents are going to provide these things for you. If you're an adult, these can be provided to you, provided you have a means of exchange. Like, so let's say you build, and there's an old man who needs a wall built. He can't build it, so you build it for him, and then he gives you a bottle of water, a can of corn, and a t-shirt. I mean, your needs are being met, and so are his. So this is what comes down to the foundation of the economy. Who is the consumer versus who is the producer? The economy is founded on this seminal question. And then above the economy, which is the foundation for society, is where we get culture, politics, etc. The economy is the foundation of every society. So we only have two options. Individualism, you produce what you consume. This is the right. Or on the left, someone else produces what you consume. If you're on the right, it's individualism. If you're on the left, it's socialism. Individual means you. Social means somebody else. So this is the left. This is America. This is the entire West. Because the entire West is founded on a socialist economy. These are all economic systems. Capitalism, fascism, and communism are economic systems. They're how you go about providing water, calories, and shelter to your population. And it comes down to who controls and owns the means of production. Capitalism, privately controlled, privately owned. Fascism, privately controlled, privately owned. Communism, privately controlled, publicly owned, and by public I mean the government, and by controlled and the government I mean guns. The more you move to the left of the left, see there's a right, center, and left of the left, the more you move to the left, the more guns you have. The more guns you have pointing at people to force them what you want them to do. America has a fascist economy. We have privately owned. Means of production are privately owned, but they are publicly controlled. You know this because we have the minimum wage. There are other ways that the government can control business, but the minimum wage is a red flag. Once you've got that, you don't have to look any further. You have taxation, health care. There's lots of ways for government to control businesses. So you have people who privately own the means of production, but they're being controlled by the government. That is fascism. And America is primarily a fascist society because we have a fascist economic system. So there's violence on both sides. Where are the two sides? It's not the right. The right is individualism. There is no right-wing economy other than maybe someplace in Africa today. The entire West is socialist, and it's primarily fascist. We see a growth of communism coming back again. but the West is fascist. There's very little capitalism in the world today, and mostly fascism, and we're moving more toward communism. This is America. We have some capitalists, primarily we have fascists, and we have some communists. So there is no both sides. For there to be both sides, you would have to think that the world is comprised of this. Left communism, right fascism. Which is essentially mom and dad. This is how people think the world is, and it's not. This is authoritarian. What is opposite about these two things? You have to delete this. All of capitalism has to be deleted from that worldview, plus the entire right wing has to be deleted. Only very confused people think the left is communism and the right is fascism. No, most of the political violence today, or all of it I should say, is on the left. I was going to say most of it is in the center. Most of political violence is in the center with fascism. Some of it's on the left with communism. There's very little on the right with capitalism. Okay? So most of the political violence is in the center. Some of it, the remainder's on the left. And it's all on the left.